Hello again. Here we are at the Healthy Healing Corner, and we like to think of it as being healthy all the time. It's Dr. Barbara Samaru and Dr. Janet, and today we're going to build on what we've been talking about, healthy GI tract and the roots of health being our intestines, and now we're going to talk about the unhealthy colon versus the healthy colon. Barbara, a lot of people have an unhealthy colon. They don't even know it.
That's right. And so when people do not know that they have an unhealthy colon, and the question, there's a few questions that I would ask a person when they come in my office and have a session with me. I will first begin to ask about the diet. And just by hearing what the diet sounds like, I can already tell pretty much what's happening with that colon. We have to understand that things like flour, white flour, sugar, things like that, when you mix flour and water, back in school, we made paste, right?
That's right.
So when you make, people make bread and you eat bread, it also has yeast in it. So yeast rises, it lets off gases, right? And so even though this stuff smells so good and we want to eat this stuff, if you eat a lot of it, when you eat it, it's actually breaking down and turning back into the very first state that it started, was like paste. So therefore, and you're not eating greens like you should, a good amount. 80% of your diet need to be vegetables, and then you get your proteins and things. But when you're eating mostly processed foods and things that are sticky, that stick to the colon cannot move. And we have to know that the colon is 5 feet long, 2.5 inch round. And so when we are eliminating, we should be eliminating at least an hour after we eat. So people say, oh, well, I'm regular, I'm okay. Well, if you're only going once a day or maybe every other day, then that's not normal. And if you all can see the picture up on the screen, you can actually see what happens with the colon. And I have seen many x-rays to look like real x-rays to really look like this. From all we need to do is drink more water. Cleanse the colon is very, very important, and stop eating all this processed food.
That sure is the truth. An unhealthy colon really causes constipation and gas and burping and things like that. You don't need to put your body through that. And what you're really doing is you're not being kind to your body. And you have to think about the cause of disease. We're into the cause, not the symptom. We don't want you to all of a sudden have a pain in your side and then think that, you're going to have something really, really wrong and run to the doctor. You don't need to do that. If you have your diet mainly of fruits and vegetables, lots of raw fruits, raw vegetables, and make sure that is a good percentage of your diet.
Absolutely. And another thing is we have to decrease our stress. If we eat a meal and we're stressed, actually the whole digestion system locks down. It actually shuts down. So you're defeating the purpose of what you're trying to do, to feed the body, because it's not getting anything. So we need to be de-stressed, and when we're sitting, we need to sit down at a meal and not have a million things going on through our mind at one time, but we need to sit down, chew our food properly so digestion can occur. Because I have seen many, many young people that have literally lost their lives from colon cancer that was so unnecessary.
And such a young people too. Young people.
And unfortunately, they don't come to us until they're at the 4th stage. So it takes a lot to undo what we've done. And I just want to interject this. It's so important that we understand that we are responsible for our health. We cannot put our faith and put our health in the hands of anyone. We are responsible for what we do to our bodies. And so I'm urging everyone to please take heed to what we say on here about changing things, adding more water to your diet. That's so important. Getting away from processed foods. I know it can't be done overnight, but it has to be an intentional commitment to yourself to do this. Changing the mind is the first thing that we do to change anything.
And we care so much about our listeners and care so much about their bodies and what they're doing. And we have the Healing Corner, and we have it available for you to either ask questions or to make suggestions on what you would like to hear more about. You can reach us at 240-695-6677. It's Dr. Janet and Dr. Barbara at the Healing Corner. We also have a website on the internet, and it is at hwv-team.com, where the victory, we find victory in health, wealth, and wellness. So that's what it stands for, health, wealth, and wellness, victory-team.com. And you can also send us an email at hwwvteam@gmail.com. But more importantly, call us and make an appointment, 240-695-6677.